All right, let's talk about something that can get even the most confident person's heart racing, presenting to senior leadership. We're going to break down exactly how you can make a huge impact when the stakes are really, really high. I mean, you know that feeling, right? You're in the big conference room. All the key decision makers are looking at you, and you've got maybe, 5, 10 minutes to get your point across? The pressure is definitely on. Every single second counts. And this is the absolute truth you have to remember. Executives are juggling a million things. Their time is their most valuable asset. So they just don't have the bandwidth to try and figure out a complicated slide. Your job isn't just to give them information, it's to deliver one single razor-sharp message that cuts right through all the noise. Okay, now this might sound a little backward, but hear me out. The secret to a great visual presentation is that it's not really about the visuals. Seriously, it's about your message. The slides, they're just the amplifier. They're the tool you use to make your main point land with incredible clarity and impact. So what do I mean by a strategic message? Think of it like this. It's the one thing, the single most important idea that you absolutely need your audience to get. If they walk out of that room and forget everything else you said, they have to remember this one idea. It's not just a summary, it's the very core of why you're even presenting. This right here, this is the golden rule. You should probably write this down. Every single thing you put on a slide, every chart, every word, every icon, has to serve one purpose. Does it make my message clearer? You have to ask yourself, does this actually enhance their understanding? If the answer is no, or even a hesitant maybe, then it's a distraction. It's just clutter, and it's actually working against you. So, keeping that golden rule in mind, let's get practical. Once you've figured out your strategic message, you gotta pick the right weapon for the job. And believe me, not all visuals are created equal. The wrong one can completely confuse your point, while the right one can make it unforgettable. And picking that tool really comes down to this simple idea. If you need to show, say, a data trend over the last year, yeah, a chart or a graph is perfect for that. But if your core message is about one specific critical number, like you hit a record sales goal, don't bury it in a chart. Make that number the hero. A giant, bold number on a slide is what we call a key visual. It's impossible to miss, and it screams success. And this all leads us to the design philosophy itself. You're not trying to create a piece of art here. You are designing for a decision. Every single choice, the colors, the fonts, the spacing, it should all be focused on making your message so clear that leadership can understand it, internalize it, and then act on it. It is always, always clarity over clutter. Oh man, we have all seen a slide like this, haven't we? And let's be honest, we've probably all made a slide like this. It's a classic data dump. It's just a wall of text. It forces your audience to read everything and then try to figure out for themselves what's important. You're making them do all the heavy lifting, and remember, they don't have the time. This slide doesn't have one clear message. It has like 6 of them competing for attention. Now, just look at the difference. It's the same basic information, but the impact is night and day. This version is clean, it's focused, it's persuasive, it pulls out the 2 most important numbers, and then, and this is the best part, it tells them exactly what the takeaway is. See, this slide doesn't just present data, it interprets it for them. It serves up the conclusion on a silver platter. So how do you get from that first cluttered mess to this clean, persuasive slide? Well, we've boiled it all down into a super simple action plan that you can start using like today. It really comes down to just these 3 steps. First, before you even open up PowerPoint or Google Slides, decide on your single most important message. Write it down. Second, pick the absolute simplest visual that tells that story. A bar chart, a single number, an icon. Keep it simple. And third, be ruthless. Go through and remove every single word, line, and element that does not directly support that one core message. And that's really the question I want to leave you with. Look, anyone can make a slide that just gives information, but a truly well-crafted visual, one that's built around a strategic message and designed for absolute clarity, it does so much more. It persuades, it convinces, it influences decisions. So the choice is really yours.